What is going on, guys? Grave here. Today we're talking about ESO Plus 2.0. Not just what's changing with Update 49, but what features could actually revolutionize the subscription going forward. The dev team announced some great changes coming with Update 49 to the ESO Plus perk system, and honestly, they are solid upgrades. But with the shift to Seasons and Tamriel Tomes, this is the perfect moment to kind of imagine what ESO Plus could become in the future. So let's break down some of these confirmed improvements coming with Update 49 and upgrades that would take ESO Plus to the next level. They are giving us some nice boost with Update 49, of course, launching next week on March the 9th. You're getting Premium Tome tokens, monthly Tome point caches, a 10% boost to Tome point earnings, a Transmute crystal cap increased to 3,000 for PS Plus members, bigger housing and furnishing limits for PS Plus members, and longer antiquity lead timers for ESO Plus members. Now, those last three things we listed, you can get those as well if you don't have ESO Plus, but if you do have the Plus subscription, you just get an increase to those limits. These are great quality of life improvements, and I'm glad to see the devs kind of putting some attention to ESO Plus, considering the conversation around it over the last few years. A lot of people have talked about change with the system. I've made several videos over the last few years talking about these changes that people want to see. For me personally, $15 here in the US, about 17 with tax. With what you're getting, the crafting bag, all the extra stuff, plus that monthly allotment of crowns, the price is pretty good to me. But I do see room for improvement. But now that we have a free seasonal track, a premium tome, and a monthly subscription, the big kind of question is what would make ESO Plus feel like a true modern MMO subscription in 2026? So let's talk about some upgrades that I think would transform the value of ESO Plus. And the big one, of course, is the premium tome not being included in your monthly subscription. Right now, players are looking at buying that monthly subscription and then buying that monthly tome every season, if you do want the premium version. Now, there will be a free version of the tome. The premium version is just going to give you more cosmetic stuff. There's nothing in this that's going to be like a game changer, nothing that's going to level you up faster or anything like that. These new battle passes or these new tomes that they're doing are all cosmetic things. But a lot of people have said they kind of feel like they're double dipping, having to pay for ESO Plus and that premium tome. Most modern live service games now, Fallout 76, which of course is a Bethesda game, Fortnite Crew, you have Destiny 2. A lot of these bundle their seasonal pass into their premium subscription. Of course, they do charge for other things within their game, but at the same time, that whole idea of having a premium battle pass, a premium tome in ESO, and not having it included in your monthly subscription was kind of a loss in my kind of point of view when I look at it. I really do think they should have just added that into ESO Plus, and hopefully that will happen in the future. ESO Plus should, in my opinion, unlock the premium track for the current season tome at no extra purchase. So this is going to lead to less confusion because a lot of people have been talking about this, looking into, hey, if I have ESO Plus, do I get every tome every season? Well, not exactly. You're still going to have to purchase that, even though you're getting some tome things like the premium tome tokens every time your membership renews, but you're still not going to have enough, the way it seems, to purchase every single tome if you're buying a monthly subscription every single month. So you're still going to have to pay out of pocket for Plus and that tome. So I think this would align with what ESO Plus needs with the new seasonal model. Another thing that I think would work really well in this is we have some great character customization in the game. I do wish they would go back in and kind of update the character customization just in general, but that's kind of another topic. But changing even tiny things like your hair, tattoos, whatever, requires, of course, a Crown Store token. These aren't really boosts that are giving you anything. They're just really making you or allowing you to change the way your character looks. So adding a customization vendor inside of major cities where if you are a Plus member, you can go make those changes for gold and not crowns would be great. Things like hair, tattoos, makeup, body markings, voice, personality. And I got this idea years ago when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. You can go in Red Dead Online and go to the barber shop and change your kind of appearance, your look. And I think this would be a great way to add some of this stuff into the game. Like I said, if you want to change your hair, your tattoo, your makeup, your body markings, your voice, anything that is kind of involved with that initial character creation, this would be a way you could do it as an ESO Plus member. And like I said, just pay for it with in-game gold. Now, major identity changes like race, alliance name, I don't think they would ever add into this. They will probably still use some type of premium purchase from the Crown Store. But this would give players freedom to express themselves without hurting monetization, and it kind of makes ESO Plus feel like a modern, player-friendly subscription idea. Assistants in the game are another thing that I think they could kind of add into the Plus subscription. But once you buy one, you're stuck with that exact look or NPC forever. If you own an assistant of any type, ESO Plus should let you reskin them into any other assistant that you have purchased. So unlock Plus exclusive skins like maybe some type of projection you could put onto that assistant, maybe some of the other things that you already own, like in your outfits, maybe some type of outfits that are just made for those assistants. I know we have the different assistants from the base banker and merchant that we had in the game to begin with, and now of course we've had some additions over the years. But these assistants that are with you now all the time, and we have multiple new assistants that have been added in. One, of course, you can break down your gear with, one for your armory. I really would like to see some type of addition in ESO Plus to where you could kind of reskin these assistants with some type of things, like I said, either that is available within that ESO Plus membership, so they give them new outfit styles, or actual outfit styles that you already own. So things like you can do, of course, with your companions. If you have an outfit, you can go in and put that on your companion. I think this would be a neat idea as well as a ESO Plus kind of bonus thing. And the one thing that I have seen people talk about for a really long time is unlimited transmute crystals. So many people say they want unlimited, even though with the new 3,000 crystal cap, ESO has outgrown its transmute limits in a lot of people's opinion. The game has more sets, more builds, more drops, more mythics, and now, of course, seasonal content. Buildcrafting is one of my favorite things to do in ESO, and I know not everyone is a fan of doing that, but that's where I spend most of my time, just testing and building things, because that's what I enjoy. And I think this would really kind of bring the game up into 2026 if the game had more than just the ability to hold so many crystals and actually give you a unlimited cap. So if you are a ESO Plus member, you would have unlimited transmute crystal storage. And I think this would be a big benefit for those Plus members. All of these upgrades kind of share one theme or one idea. ESO Plus should feel like a premium modern MMO subscription that fits a new seasonal modern structure. Like I said at the start, I really don't have a problem with the way the subscription is right now, but I have seen a lot of conversation over the years, and especially as of late with the addition of the tomes of the new seasonal idea, about people saying they wish they got more with ESO Plus. Is it really worth it now compared to what it was when it was first introduced into the game? And so I do think some additions would be good, and it looks like the dev team is actually trying to go ahead and implement that, of course, with update 49. And I hope they continue that trend going forward, because back at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year in several of the dev live streams, they have mentioned this, even in some of their posts, where they're making changes to the ESO Plus system. And I'm hoping the changes they made within update 49 aren't the last we see. So that's kind of my vision for what I would like to see come to ESO Plus 2.0 to really, I think, alleviate some of that stress the community has to kind of wanting to know if it's worth it now. Like I said, leave me a comment with some ideas that you would like to see added into ESO Plus. You never know, we might get to see some of these things added in one day. Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.